Hey everyone, welcome back to Garnock Reviews. I don't get the option to get on board many sailing yachts these days, so when I saw this 2023 Catalina 355 on display at the St Pete Boat Show, I had to get on board. It's really easy to step on through the transom. Also like the setup they've got at the wheel, and that way you can easily walk around it, but when you are underway you've certainly got plenty of grip for there. And speaking of when you're underway, you've got access to the Garmin multifunction display. And at the starboard side, you've got the wind speed and direction. You've got a nice little area up here to sit on. You've got that life sling for the man overboard. And as a family cruiser, one thing I love is the fact that all the ropes and lines come back to the cockpit. So that way when you're underway, there's no need to go up to the mast, making everybody feel safer and more secure on board. And look at that spray hood. You'd be easily forgiven for thinking there wasn't one there. It is so clear. Normally whenever I'm at these screens, you can always see the cracks and wrinkles, but you can't say that with this one. And for a yacht that measures in at approximately 35.5 feet in length, with a beam of 12 feet, she's got a tremendous amount of space on the inside. Good headroom, good amount of natural light. And walking up to the bow, she's got a proper double berth up here. It doesn't feel like a V berth with an infill or anything like that. You got a large hatch overhead, opening portholes to the side. Yacht's fully air conditioned, so you can feel just as comfortable on here if you want to spend a weekend or if you want to plan a longer trip on board. Storage underneath the bed. Then we've also got this full height hanging locker storage, which in here we've got a bunch of stuff stored in here for the boat show. Making my way back through, there's a clever setup at that table and the saloon, because you can expand it out, you can fold it, but the other one is you can also drop it down and that becomes a double berth. Again, you got portholes on either side, you get TV mounted on the bulkhead, you get comfortable seating in the port side, Scottish whisky on board, nice touch. And then you can see that air conditioning vent on the starboard side as well. Moving back, galley is well equipped. Now this is a yacht that's 3 years old, but if you told me this was here as a brand new boat on display, I'd believe you. She's got 303 gallons of water in 3 tanks. She's got 30 gallons of fuel, and she's got 27 gallon holding tank capacity. I like the fact that there's refrigeration on board. You don't always have that in a yacht, especially this size. And then you've obviously got the cooker on the gimbal, where you've got a gas oven down below, as well as a stovetop up top. And in the starboard quarter, there's a double cabin in here. Again, there's a lot of storage in here from the boat show, but this does have a proper double berth. Opening portholes for ventilation and natural light, but there's also plenty of artificial light. And then on the port side, that's where you're going to find your heads compartment. And this has got a proper shower in here, and there's no reason you can't use it with the amount of headroom that they've got on board. And underneath the ladders, that's where you are going to find the engine on board, and it's a Yanmar 3YM30. It's 30 horsepower, and it's got around 170 hours on the clock. There's access hatches to both sides as well as the front, so doing your day-to-day checks and any maintenance, even when you're underway, shouldn't be a problem at all. Storage underneath some of these lockers, but one of them is actually for that cabin, and if you open that up you'll get extra light coming through there. That'd be ideal at anchor. And as well as having a large spray hood, this one's also got a full bimini enclosure. But as I make my way around, if you do ever want to make your way up to the bow, it's easy enough to do so. Look at that large handhold that's in place. As I said, all the lines lead back aft to the cockpit. In-mast roller reefing. And then this one has got a maximum bridge clearance of 54 feet 42 inches. It's a tremendous amount of sail area for a yacht of this size. And she's got a draft of around 4.5 feet. So she's very capable, very comfortable. And as you make your way up to the bow, this one does have an electric windlass. She's actually got a very high spec, because as well as having an electric windlass, she's got a 6.5 horsepower bow thruster. She's got a 4 kilowatt diesel generator. Generator's only got around 150 hours use. That's a shoal draft lead wing keel. 135% roller reefing furling Genoa. And so much more. Now the asking price has been dropped as of Memorial Weekend when I'm doing the editing for this. She's now on offer for $269,000 and she's normally based in Bradenton, Florida. I'm going to leave a link in the description. It's going to take you into the Yacht World listing. I'll also leave a link to the broker's website, but I'm also going to leave a link to Catalina's website. That way you can get all the specification you could ever want and so much more. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. You can go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you haven't done so already, hit that like and subscribe button. It really does make a difference. And I look forward to catching you on the next one. Thanks everyone.